Hi there. I'm Terry Turner, your professor, and I'm going to share with you 3 things in this video. The first thing is the importance of signposting. The second thing is the position of your feet and that importance. And the third thing, my 2 truths and a lie speech. First, I've just demonstrated signposting. It just simply means saying first, second, and third as you go through your main points. What that is a map for your audience, or GPS these days. It'd be without them like saying to your audience, hi, you're my navigator, let's go. And they're like, well, where are we going? How are we gonna get there? And when you signpost first, second, third, then they've got the GPS and they know exactly where you're going. The second thing, as I mentioned, is feet position. One of the real killers is putting your feet side by side, because if you'll try that, you'll notice you automatically lock your knees, which also locks your hips, which also locks your breathing mechanism. If you've ever seen someone pass out at a wedding, that's what they did. So I recommend separate your feet about shoulder width, put one foot a little ahead of the other, and bounce your knees before you give your speech. In addition, planned movement really helps, and it gives you something to do with all that adrenaline as you read about in class. The third thing I promised is the 2 truths and a lie speech. Now, note cards are fantastic. If you don't have note cards though, as I am demonstrating here, you can take a piece of paper and cut it to about note card size. You don't want big, because then it rattles, and that is not a good feeling for your audience, as well as you. It increases your nervousness. All right, here goes, 2 truths and a lie. Have you noticed that sometimes life just comes at you fast and events happen that you will remember forever? Well, today I'm going to share with you 3 of those events. 2 of them, though, are the ones that really happened, and one of them, I'm just lying. See if you can guess which one. The first event happened about 5 years ago. I live in Northern California in Redding, and we had what's called a car fire. And unfortunately, for the first time ever, the fire jumped the river and my neighborhood had to evacuate. There was nothing quite like forgetting how to open a garage door when the power's out. Happily, I just thought, relax, relax, and then I remembered, pull that red cord, it releases the lock. I was able to lift up my garage door and drive into the evacuation traffic. And as you can see, I'm safe today. The second thing I'd like to share with you is my dad was a general, a brigadier general in the U.S. Air Force. And so I have flown to many different continents. And when I was first only 2 years old, I've been in airplanes ever since. So somebody saying, hop in a plane and let's go, no problem. The third thing is, it's kind of amazing though, even with my dad as an Air Force general, I've only lived in 3 places in my entire life. We lived in one station for 15 years, then we lived in another for 7, and then I came to California, and that makes 3. Now, see if you can figure out which one of those was a blatant lie, and enjoy the rest of your day. Welcome to class. I'm glad to have all of you here.